Welcome back, everybody. I still don't have the mining reserves that I really want, and so I'm going to keep doing this. I'm going to do this as another mining video. I'm sorry. Though a good amount of people seem to enjoy my talks and rants and everything like that. But getting back to what I was in the last one, yes, it will be a full mining video. If you're just looking for the game, feel free to skip it.
Probe away.
But regardless, and what I was saying about EverQuest, I mean, it was a game that it was a real challenge, at least to me. I mean, I was younger at the time, but, you know, I really, really enjoyed it. And, now all that really seems to matter in a game is getting to the top level as quick as you possibly can, getting to end game raids, and getting lootages, and get my loot.
Launching probe.
14-year-old, and I can't say age groups, I'm sorry. A good number of players don't seem to realize that nobody gives a crap about what gear you're wearing. Yes, it looks cool, but the only people who really care are the people your own age or your own maturity level. Why don't we put it that way? I mean, yeah, it's cool to get new gear and everything, but God, the loot whoring that I started to see with it got incredible. I need to have this item. Oh my God, I can't believe that drop. I need that item so badly. And just this like insane nerd rage over not getting one of the items. People don't quite seem to understand pixels on a screen. And that's obviously not everybody. Clearly there's a number of people who really enjoy the games for what they are. But I don't know. It's what killed me in World of Warcraft then too, that the game just got silly with loot. It was all about just getting the loot, and it seemed like a lot of the fun in the game was taken out. Crowd control basically being nothing. And I don't know if that's changed at all since I left, but I can only assume it hasn't.
Probe away.
Which is kind of why I'm waiting for, whatchamacallit to come out. Old Republic. I think Old Republic will be pretty solid. I'm really looking forward to it.
Fuel reserves at 50%.
I think what people should look towards is that games like Mass Effect and games like Dragon Age, they're high quality games. And take that into consideration, you know? I mean, it's not the same people working on it, but you're looking at that's the quality of game. And to me, Dragon Age and Mass Effect 2 were both huge successes. I've greatly enjoyed them both. So, you have to see what happens, and you gotta see... Hello, you. Oh, you're just a little planet. A little baby planet. You're a rich baby planet. Get me my Iridium back up.
Probe launched.
But no, I'm really looking forward to starting up the guild in Old Republic when that comes up. I've got a really solid team. 3 of us will be leading it, and I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to a new great MMO. To me, Warcraft has kind of spent its time, for me at least. I know a lot of people still actively play it, but... And ironically enough, the best game ever for me, though, is still Pen and Paper Dungeons and Dragons. And I've had a few people ask me about that, like what exactly it is. Pen and Paper, it really is based on your group and how good your group is. But if you get a solid group of gamers, it is some of the most fun you'll have.
Launching probe.
We've had quote-unquote court cases at while playing. Ooh, that's a good one.
Probe away.
Where, you know, you've had to defend people, you've had to talk about things, and you know, a guy's going to get executed. But the fact that you're not picking from a list, and the fact that you can't go online to look it up, like I can't just Alt-Tab out of my game and look up a guide, that you really have to think about what you're doing because you're playing with live people there. You know, you can't just say, oh, well, hang on, I want to Google the answer to this storyline that you just made up. No, it doesn't work like that. It does not work like that. You've got to really think.
Probe launched.
And, I mean, it's a lot of fun if you get a great group of people. If you've got a dungeon master who can really think quick on his toes, it is an absolute blast. If you've got a dungeon master who can tell a great story, think quick on his toes, adapt.
Probe away.
I've DM'd a couple times, and I consider myself pretty good at it. But, you know, I'm fairly good at thinking on my toes and everything, but it's the funniest thing if you ever want to try it, and you're not going from a module and you're writing the story yourself and everything. I remember the first time I ever DM'd, I spent hours writing out maps and writing the storyline and preparing the group and getting everything ready, and the group went a completely different way. But that was cool. That was awesome that, you know, I had to quickly think on my feet. That I couldn't just, you know, no, you're going to go this way. Because that's not fun for anyone. No one likes to feel like, especially in a live, you know, game like that, that they're being pigeonholed into a choice that they don't want to make. So, you know, you have this whole adventure set up, and they completely bypass it.
Probe launched.
And as long as their actions make sense.
Launching probe.
And the other great thing about Dungeons and Dragons, the pen and paper, is there's no such thing as an overpowered class. You cannot have an overpowered class in the game. If you do, it means that your DM isn't doing his job and he sucks. Yeah, there was a lot of talk that, oh, druids are so overpowered. No, not really. You just gotta modify the rules. People need to understand in pen and paper as well that the rules are only there as guidelines. You're not supposed to follow the rules as the end-all be-all. They're supposed to be skeletons. That being said, any of you who, I've brought it up in past adventures, we're playing it now, and I can tell you, it's an absolute blast. Check out Pathfinder rule sets. They are just fantastic. You can pick up the book. They do some minor rule changes, minor adjustments to things, and add in a few new feats, a few new spells, clarify some stuff. Oh my gosh, it is so much fun. And it really helps simplify the game a little bit more. There's, for any of you who have played D&D, there's spot checks, search checks, listen checks, and each one of those is a skill. Your character might be really good at spotting, but not good at searching, which is kind of, it kind of makes sense, but whatever. Pathfinder consolidated everything into what they call perception, which was great because we would have things, you know, smelling the faint scent of sulfur in the air. You know, some people are better smellers than others. Some people are able to smell the stuff. So, I mean, it's kind of neat that they consolidated everything. It just made it easier for the game. They simplified the rules so that the real experience could be in the gaming, which it should be, in the role-playing. But yeah, I mean, pick up if you've got a good group of friends who you think would really enjoy it. Check out the Pathfinder rule set. I was debating, and let me know on it, folks, and I'll bring it up in my next video too, just in case anyone doesn't see the mining videos. If anyone wants a brief tutorial, I can do a Let's Play pen and paper Dungeons and Dragons, and I can set up a little tutorial about how to play and what to do and stuff like that. I really enjoy D&D. I can't tell you how many hours that was. We did with our group. We did a 24-hour gaming session once, And you know what, that's enough mining too. So as always folks, I'll talk about it in the next video. Thank you very much for watching, and please tune in to the next episode of Mass Effect 2. Thanks for watching folks.